going to make cheesy monkey bread. So here is the recipe. I can link it in the description below for where I found it. I'm not gonna go directly off of it, but I'm gonna make it with you and we will see how it turns out. I've never made it before. So I have all my stuff pre-measured here, kind of, just to make it go quicker. I'm gonna start making it and have you come along on the journey and then we will see how it goes. So it says, first we're gonna make the dough because that has to rise before we can do the whole part of it. So we're gonna make the dough and I'll show you how to. Okay, so you're going to put 3 1/4 cups into a stand mixer of flour. So I will put the 1/4 cup in first, and then I need 3 cups on top of that. So 1, 2, 3. Put the flour back. Now we need 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast. So here's my instant yeast. We got 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and 1/4. Put that aside. And then we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of salt. It's a little more than 1, so we'll do a little bit less on this one. 2. So it says 2. Add that all in the stand mixer and combine. Okay, so we're on the stand mixer and I put the hook on because we're making dough. Just gonna turn it on and combine it for a little bit. Not too crazy. Okay, so now it says add the milk and butter to moisten. So you're going to put in 1 1/4 cups of milk, lukewarm. So you're gonna add that in. And then it says also 2 softened tablespoons of butter, and mix on low, which it's on low, until it's, let's see what it says, until it is moistened, and then increase the speed to medium for 6 to 8 minutes until the dough is shiny and elasticy. So we're gonna let this get moistened, and then we're gonna turn it up and let it get to work. Okay, so now that it is moistened, you can see all the loose flour is gone. You're gonna wanna make sure that your stand mixer is locked, because when you turn it up, as you see, it's gonna jump the mixer once it gets mixed. So I'm gonna set my timer. So I literally use my kitchen timer for, let's do 6 minutes to start. Okay, I always start with the lowest number to check on it, and then I'll go up a little bit more if it needs more time. Okay, so here we go. You can see now that it's actually making a dough ball. But there you go. So it's mixing. We're going to leave it on for 6 minutes and then check it. I don't think we'll need more than 6 minutes, but we will see. Is a, unlock it. It is perfect. So I'm gonna take it off. Okay, so there goes the timer. I'm gonna take my hook off. I've got my ball of dough. Here it is. Now what it says to do, and this is perfect actually, that's a very nice dough. So now it says grab a large bowl. So you're gonna grab a large bowl like this, and then just a little bit of vegetable or olive oil, put it in your bowl and you're going to mix it around just to coat all the walls. I just use one of these. You're gonna go around your bowl all the way to the top. Make sure it's nice and coated. You can use a metal bowl, a glass bowl, plastic bowl, whatever. I always use a glass bowl. And now you're basically going to, let me show you. Okay, so your bowl is coated, nice and oiled. Now you're simply just gonna grab your ball of dough, place it in the bottom of your bowl. As you can see. So this is what it's gonna look like. So simple. Literally just your greased up bowl with all over vegetable oil, your ball of dough in the bottom, and then you're gonna put plastic wrap over it and seal it up. So I'll do that now. So you're gonna wanna make sure that it's sealed. I pull it super tight so it looks like it's like glass. And now you're gonna put it in a, there we go. So you can see that the plastic wrap is on. So now we're gonna put this in a warm place, somewhere where it has time to rise, or a temperature where it's good to rise. So you can either turn your oven on just to warm it up, turn it off, and then put it in. You can put it in a warm place in your home, whatever. So I'm gonna do that, and you're gonna leave it for 1.5 to 2 hours. And as it rises, I will show you the process. Perfect, so there we go. So I just put it here. Oh, here, as you can see. So I'm just gonna leave it there, let it rise for about 1.5 to 2 hours. And as it rises and goes through the process of rising, I'll keep you updated and show you along the process. And then we will move to the next steps. Okay, so here we are. It's been about half an hour and we will check back in. Okay, and it's been about an hour now. Okay, so it is probably ready. It's been about 2 hours. So we will move on to the next steps. Okay, so now it's saying that we need to get our mixings together. I didn't do exactly how it says here. It says Swiss cheese, mozzarella, parsley, fresh thyme, salt, and pepper. But I didn't do exactly that. I just kind of made my own. So I only had marbled cheese. So I did marbled cheese, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and then I'm gonna put in my olive oil. So I'm gonna need 1/2 cup of olive oil, and I'm going to mix this around, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the dough. Okay, so I have my oil in my cheese now and all the seasonings, and I've mixed it around, so that's ready. I oiled while I was waiting to my bundt pan. So same thing I did with the glass bowl. I just poured some oil in here, used my brush thing and oiled it up. Now I'm going to grab my dough. I've got my dough. I'm going to take my saran off. You can see how big it's risen, how big compared it was when I started. It was in my hands like this, and now it's huge. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna punch it down. See it shrink. You can see that it's shrinking. So you're gonna punch it down like that, and then you're literally just going to cut it. You're just gonna cut it or pull it, whatever. And then you're going to cut it into little 1-inch size pieces. So however you wanna do it. For me, you can either use a knife, or if you have one of these things, I'm not sure what they're called, but you can just cut them into inch size pieces like that. Okay, so here's all my dough balls. So you're just gonna cut it down, simple, cut it across into little, you wanna make sure that it's the same kind of for both. And then it says to roll in the mixture, each piece, so they look like this, and then you're just gonna place them in the pan. You can just put them in. So I'm gonna do that and I will show you. Okay, so just about done. I've got the last bit of dough balls in here. I just put it in and circled them all around. So you're gonna place them around through here. Just kind of make sure that they're all even, that one side of the pan's not higher with some than the other. I'm gonna put some there. See how they're all kind of the same? And then you're going to, I've got this much left of cheese in here. I'm just gonna put it on. So there you go. So now you're gonna cover this now with a saran wrap as well. And you're gonna leave it until it reaches almost the top of the pan, and we'll see how long that takes. It says 45 minutes on the instructions, but we will see. So here we go. We'll wrap it up and let it ride. Okay, so saran wrap. I'm gonna saran this now. Wrap it up tight. Make sure it's sealed. And spin her around. Let this sit and see how long it takes until it reaches almost the top of the bundt pan. And then we will bake it. Okay, so then we're gonna leave it here and let it rise. Okay, so now it is just about to the top. It's been about 30 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna preheat the oven to what it's supposed to be. By the time it's preheated, this will probably be in the right place, rising width, and then we'll put her in the oven. Okay, we're gonna preheat 350. And then once it's preheated, we'll check back with that and go from there. Okay, so my oven just preheated all the way, and it is just about, actually there's a couple, as you can see, that are like touching the plastic wrap. So it is ready. So take this off and so we're gonna put it in the oven. Okay. In the middle of the oven. There we go. So it says to cook for 35 to 40 minutes until until the top is a deep golden brown. So I'm just gonna set the timer now for 35 minutes. We'll check it at 35, and then if it's good, we'll take it out.
Mom, you know what this is?
35.
Mom, you know what this is?
There we go. Okay, so we still have about a little under 8 minutes left of cooking time, but it does look like, whoops, it's to where it needs to be. So we're gonna take it out and let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we will flip it on a tray. Okay, so here it is. I just took it out, and it looks like how it says, it's a golden brown on top. I don't want to get it too brown because like here it's starting to get pretty dark. So it says 5 minutes rest, and then I will show you it once we flip it over. Flip it over onto a platter. Okay, so it's been probably a little longer than 5 minutes because the thing went off a couple minutes ago. But we're gonna take this now and we're going to flip it upside down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a plate and put it on top like this. And then I'm just gonna flip it down and hold, oh crap. Hold on, maybe I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to, okay, this might take a minute. I'm gonna scrape around. I guess I should have oiled it a bit better. Oh no. Crapola.
Crapola.
Okay. Oh my God. This don't look good. Okay, so that didn't go as planned. It definitely stuck. I've never used that bundt pan, so it could be that I'm not used to it. I'm used to aluminum ones. This one, I don't even know what it is. It's like plastic or something, but I did get it all out. You can see how big it stuck, like how much it stuck. But before it all falls off this plate, let me turn it around and show you the finished product. So here it is. It looks really good. It's very, very hot. But the idea, I think, is that when you eat it, you just pull it apart. And then I'm gonna pull it apart on the, like say here, where it's stuck together. And dip it in marinara. So we will see how it is and give a review. All right, so let's see here. So I just put some 4 cheese sauce in there. And pull this one. Whoop. Okay, so this is my second one. It's very good. I was gonna pretend like it was my first and then I'm like, no. You can probably see that I just finished chewing, but this is my second one and it's very, very good. I'll put the recipe in the description below. Try it for yourself. So now that we've ate it a bit, you can see that it was a circle. But yeah, we just paired it with, and you could probably put that, if you had a bigger plate, you could probably, but the kids love it. It's a win. So good, so good.